where you can see what I'm dealing with today, but it's the only chance I've got to get out. So it's going to be a 2-rod approach, paternostered running rigs in the margins for a few hours, hoping there's something around. The water's slack in that margin, and the debris seems to be coming down the middle track, so I'm just gonna, as you can see, I'm going to keep the rods high. Bait's in slack water. We'll see if there's anything out there. You can go a bit lower than that. I'm fishing that close in. And there we have it. Look at it. That's the left hand rod, whole roach, paternostered running rig. Let's hope we can avoid the debris and find some pike out there. So here we go, right hand rod, again paternostered, my running water paternoster rig, small roach, appropriate hook size, and again all we're going to do is flop her out into the margin. Hopefully there's some pike hiding down there. I'm going to give them half hour or so, and then we are going to boost them with oil, see if we can attract something in, because again it's not going to be, and nothing's going to be hunting on site today. It really is a case of trying to attract any fish in the slack waters to your baits. Well, here we are, troops. Another day, another drain. Happy New Year. The breeze has started, due to rain quite soon. And oh, what a nightmare, eh? For us pike anglers who fish only the rivers and the drains, it's been one low front after another from about mid-November, early November. It's just been non-stop, hasn't it? Every couple of days another front moves in. Just as a river or a drain's thinning out, you think, oh, it's starting to look good, 2 or 3 days that'll be ready. Bosh, you get another front in, and it's 2 steps forward, 5 back. It's been horrendous. We've done well this season, this pike season, and you go from your videos for this season, I think we've blanked once, maybe twice. So every trip more or less we've caught, which is good, but it's been hard. And it always is hard, rivers and drains, you've got to earn your fish, but with these flood conditions it's been super hard. As you can hear in my voice, I've been choked up with a flu as well. So, and then we had Christmas. I've got the flu, and I just haven't been out for 2 weeks. People go on about fishing being a great tool for your mental health, etc. Now, I'm not I don't suffer from depression or anything like that. I'm a glass half full type of guy. There are people that it does affect really badly. They can't get out on the bank, or this time of year, I call it sad syndrome or something. But I get stir crazy. What's the old saying about a shark? If he stops swimming, he dies. With me, it's if I don't go fishing, I can't bear it. And so it's been going on 2.5, 3 weeks now. So we had flood conditions, Christmas, so I'm not going to go out Christmas Day or anything silly like that. I was working, then I got the flu, and then the storms have come in, and put everything back again. But we're out. I don't know how long I'm going to be out for. We're out for a couple of hours, dead baiting for pike, single hooks on a running water paternostered rig. At the moment I've got a roach on the left, roach on the right, different sizes. I'm hugging the margins. That's all you can do in these conditions. I mean, I could technically pump one right over the far bank and have the rod really high out of the water. There's so much debris coming down through the middle section. I mean, you'd be counterproductive. You'd just be spending more time jumping up and down for your line and your tackle being taken away rather than anything pikey. So they're in the margins. I say I'm going to leave them 20 minutes, half hour for the first bit, and then I'm going to pump them full of oil. Hopefully draw in the fish to our baits, because they're not going to be out to see them. They're only going to be out to sense them. It's chocolate brown. But we're out. It's a new year. And if you don't go out, you never know. I mean, the conditions are terrible. It might be a red letter day. You never can tell with fishing. So I'm out. I'm doing what I love. Hopefully we'll catch you some fish as well. We'll see how these running water paternoster rigs perform. They perform really well all winter. 100% strike rate on them. So if I do get a run, I'm quite confident. It's just a matter of if we do. And I say the rain's due to move in, so how long I put up with it, I don't know. But I'm going to get my brolly up. I can't afford to get wet getting over the flute. The banks are a bit treacherous. You've got to watch where you park in your car. You've got to watch where you're walking. You know, all round difficult conditions. But, you know, it's a new year. I'm hoping, you know, we ain't had anything yet above 17, 18 this season. So, hopefully, today's the day. Well, troops, the rain's arrived. I've got me got my gear under the brolly. Gonna put my raincoat on in a minute. I'm not gonna get, not with this flu I've had, not gonna get wet today. I'm gonna keep dry. Good thing about modern gear, it's nice and warm. You know, it's lovely and waterproof. So I'm gonna get my coat on. The water's rising. That's the only snag I've got now. It's 6 to 8 inches higher than when I arrived. It's not pumping through any harder, but it's slowly rising. So I've boosted them baits, got some oil, pumped a lot of oil into them, repositioned them. There's a lot of silt and, as you can imagine, and sediment coming down. So every time you reel in, you've got to clean that off your line. But the hooks are unmasked. The bait is clear of any debris or anything like that. So hopefully there's some pike in the area, hugging this near bank. Be my luck to run on the far bank, but those oils might drag them in and draw them into the baits. So I'm going to stick at it for a few more hours. If that water starts getting dangerously high and starts coming up over the bank, I should probably call it a day. But at the moment, I think it's time for a waterproof coat and a hot drink. Well, you can see the rod butts will be underwater soon. Time to call it a day. I love my fishing, but it's just not on. It's just not going to happen, and it's going to be too dangerous. So that's that. Oh dear. Well, troops, time to call it a day. It's getting dangerous. So absolutely no point risking your well-being. No fish is worth that, so time to pack up. It's the rain's eased off, but the water's coming up the bank at a rate of knots now. Soon my reels will be underwater, so it's time to wrap up, go home, lick my wounds, and I don't know when I'm going to get out next. It's I've got a week of work. Looking to dry out in a few days' time. How much dry weather we're going to get before my next day off, and then is it going to be flooded again? Ooh. Look, we'll play it by ear. We can only do what we can do. We can only go out and fish for what's in front of us. If the conditions are too bad, they're just too bad. Thanks for watching, troops. Happy New Year. I hope all of you get out on a bank and catch a PB pike before the winter's over. Let's hope that this weather improves a bit. A few nice, bright, frosty, sharp days will do us world of good. We need a good week to 10 days with no rain. That's what we need. Get all them water levels back down. I mean, the ground's saturated, but as I said, thanks for watching, troops. I really do appreciate it. Happy New Year. Whew. Time to call it a day. Thanks a lot, troops. Happy New Year. Let's get off home.